Hello there and welcome back to another video. This week I decided to do a little bit of a story time, just kind of thought process, a bit more of a journal or vlog kind of thing while doing a painting, of course, because I'm an art channel and I paint things. But I just wanted to spend a couple minutes to talk about winter because there's only a couple weeks left of winter really, and I don't know, I feel like the Canadian winter experience is a little bit different from winter experiences in like a lot of places in the world, especially a lot of places that I've also lived in, and I'm just kind of really sick of winter, so I thought I would like just try to appreciate it, to talk about like the good things about winter, the nice thing about winter, to kind of immortalize myself as I am this winter, and just, I don't know, talk about it, share things, try to put a little bit of a, like, put sort of a positive spin to it, just even to myself. So yeah, just in the drawing I'm working on my iPad Pro in Art Studio Pro. I'm not working in Procreate. I've had a fight with Procreate recently, and yeah, so I'm working back in Art Studio Pro again. I spent a long time working mostly in Procreate after I gave it a second shot, but I'm finding now that I've switched back to Art Studio for a couple things, I think I like Art Studio just a lot better. And I don't know, I'll make another video about it probably later, like Art Studio versus Procreate, my thoughts, my feelings, my journey, stuff like that. But yeah, so just in Art Studio Pro, I'm just doing a little bit of a selfie, winter selfie, but it's a painting, so is it really a selfie, self-portrait, I don't know. But yeah, I'm doing just a winter self-portrait of, yeah, just me with my beanie, with my winter coat. Like, my winter coat, I've been wearing it for like 3 months straight. It feels like, I don't know, I've been wearing it for a long time, but like, it's just this a kind of staple. And this beanie is actually brand new. I've only had it for a couple of weeks and I'm in love with it already. But right, so I've mentioned it's Canadian winter, so I've lived in Canada since the winter of 2015 was when I got here. So I got here in August, or the end of August in 2015. So winter, the 2015-2016 winter, and then 2016-2017 winter, 2017-2018 winter, and now it's my fourth winter of 2018 to 2019 winter. And I don't know, like, it feels like every single winter has been a little bit different. It's like it's been easier in some ways, but then it's been harder in other ways, because I know last winter we didn't really have much of an autumn and we didn't have much of a spring. It was just like really warm, really hot summer weather, and then all of a sudden it was like freezing. We didn't get any autumn. I didn't get a chance to break out like any of my more autumny clothes that are like outerwear, but without really being, you know, super cold resistant. And I don't know, it was just kind of a mess. And then this year we had a little bit more of an autumn, I feel. The snow came sort of early, like by early November we already had snow in the ground for like a week straight. Yeah, so here's the thing with Canadian winter, there's a lot of snow, especially in the area of Ontario that I live. I don't live in Toronto, and Toronto doesn't get as cold, but it's still Ontario, so it's not as cold as it could be, but it's not as warm as, like, say, Vancouver. Vancouver doesn't get as much snow. We get a lot of snow. And with the snow comes problems of slipping and ice and driving, and I don't drive, but, like, winter breaks buses. It doesn't necessarily break, like, literally, even though there's been a couple accidents, but it doesn't literally break buses. It's just, like, buses are never on schedule during the winter. And so you just kind of have to accept, like, I haven't been downtown, like, in the summer I used to go downtown maybe like once a week, twice a week some weeks, but I spent 2 months without stepping foot downtown, because, like, I just didn't feel like, it's a 30-minute bus ride, it's not that much, but I just didn't really feel like going because it's cold and it's rubbish. And another thing with winter is, I know I was making this video to talk about the nice things, but I feel like I should get the complaining out of the way in the first bit and then talk about the nice things after. But yeah, so days are really short during the winter time. The sun rises at like 8 AM and the sun sets like at the height of it, which I think is like early December, is when we have the shortest day of the year. It, like, the sun sets at 4 PM. And it really comes into effect like right after the like daylight savings time change, because all of a sudden you go from having a sunset around 6 PM to having a sunset at 5 PM, and you're like, where is the daylight? Especially for me, that I'm a night person, that I sleep in every single morning as long as I can, if I can do it. So yeah, it's just like, I don't know, winter is winter. But some nice things about winter is it's never a bad time to have a cup of tea. Because, like, I always crave tea. Like, in the summer, as much as I love tea, like my love of tea doesn't change. In the summer it's so hot I don't necessarily crave tea, but here, like, no, if I don't have a mug of tea, then there's something wrong with me at that moment, something like that. The trade-off, the sad part is that, like, if you don't drink it within like 15 minutes, it's gonna get really cold. But like, I'm the kind of person that I'll make a mug of tea and then I'll start like working on something, like more typically a drawing or like some homework or whatever, and then I'll forget that I have tea until like 2 hours later. I grab the mug like on a reflex and I realize, alright, this has been sitting here for 2 hours and I haven't drank it, and it's still like almost full, but it's like, okay, I'll just drink iced tea right now, I guess that's fine. Another good thing about winter, what is there? I don't know, it's just a really like nice time to be a bit more introspective, nice quiet, and I don't know, like really can be beautiful to see from your window. I really enjoy just like the landscape, even in the parking lot covered in snow, because my window is facing my college's parking lot, just like when it snows. And also, like, even though it becomes nighttime really early, it's never as dark as it is during the summer, because even just like moonlight, starlight, or just street lights all reflects off the snow during the nighttime, so it's just a lot brighter even when it's dark. And yeah, what else? I really like wearing beanies. And I'm really happy that I got a red beanie. I also really like what my hair does in the winter, because when it's humid my hair gets all frizzy, but because like the humidity basically freezes and the air is so cold, there's not as much humidity in the air, so my hair kind of gets a very nice little sheen to it. It gets kind of straighter than it would be. There's no like frizz to it, which I love. What else? Another not so good thing about winter is the static electricity. For the same reason, it's so dry, there's no humidity, everything catches static, especially with like the kinds of materials that make up like your jackets, your winter coats and that sort of thing. The worst thing about the static is my hair's long again. 2 winters ago I had short hair, but now it's like back to being quote unquote long hair. It's not as long as it used to be, but it's still plenty long. It gets caught up in my earbuds, and static also perpetuates, long hair perpetuates static electricity. And if I wear like earbuds with cables, I put them in my ear, the wire of the cables rubbing up against my jacket and my hair, and it conducts all this static electricity, and then I get static shocks in my ears, which is not pleasant, not at all. Not all that pleasant. But then, yeah, just tea and warm blankets and wearing like nice fluffy sweatpants and like nice fluffy pajama pants, and I don't know, there's good things to winter. I feel like winter's the time when everyone takes on like indoor projects. Like I know that an older lady that I know, she like goes, she like refurbishes as much furniture as she can in the basement during the winter, while in the spring and summer months she was always working in the garden. So it's like a really nice time to be arty, like get nice time for like painting and drawing and that kind of thing. And also we get snow days at school. Even though I'm in college, I'm not in like high school or anything, we had a really bad snowstorm that merited like the school closing down for 24 hours. So as a college student I got a snow day, which was really funny in a lot of ways. What else is this nice about winter? I'm not the kind of person that likes to wear scarves because I get a little bit claustrophobic around my neck, but a lot of other people really enjoy wearing scarves and gloves and stuff like that. I'm also not much of a glove wearing person unless they're fingerless, but then like fingerless is more of a style statement, sort of like that, because I'm very much addicted to my phone, so I don't really wear gloves, even though everyone keeps telling me I should wear gloves more. What else is there? There's also, of course, like ice skating, skiing and all those sorts of things, but I haven't been ice skating this year. I went a couple times last year, but I've been so busy that I didn't get a chance to go. And then the other thing that's particular about this winter is that I spent 3 weeks of it in the summer, because over Christmas break I went to Brazil and I spent like time in Sao Paulo and time in Rio, and then it was really funny, like texting my friends up here in Canada and they're like, it's minus 21 degrees and it feels like minus 30. Meanwhile, I was down in Rio de Janeiro enjoying 40 degrees Celsius weather, dying and sweating my clothes off. But yeah, so painting's almost wrapped up. There's not much else to this illustration. I just really want to make a quick video talking about winter because it's almost over, and I just thought I might share, especially to people who don't live in places where it snows. You might enjoy hearing about it a little bit. And yeah, this is a winter selfie, just drawing what I what you'll typically find me looking like in the winter, wearing a beanie and with my winter coat. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this kind of video, just talking about things. I hope you enjoyed the painting. Let me know how your winters are, if it's winter right now where you are, what you think, and all those sorts of things. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next week.